Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I have pulled for you the Four of Swords card for the Mercury-Venus synchronized retrograde. That is some of the contemplation, some of the prompting for this card reading today. So because they're both retrograding almost simultaneously, Venus started in early March, moving backwards through Aries into Pisces, and then we'll be moving forward in Pisces into Aries again. And Mercury is doing much the same thing, but Mercury just started a couple of days ago and will be done with its main retrograde period in the beginning of April, although there'll still be a couple more weeks of shadow energy that it will be going back over again, whereas Venus will be completed about mid-April. So April, they'll both be more or less completed. By the end of April, they'll be completed with their retrograde cycle, and I believe this is amplifying the total lunar eclipse that just occurred. This is where your sensitivity, your emotional register is on high, hyper alert, hyper awareness. Your intuition is blasting, and it is what some would call energy of the goddess, that you are cultivating the ability to reflect deeply on your experiences, the emotions that it's generated, and where you belong in the world as a result of who you are and what you have done. The Four of Swords is really talking about this healing period, this recovery that you're coming through at this time. And this recovery may initially be around your health or the recovery from some physical injury, but it is about so much more than that. I believe that you have been surrounded by a lot of contentious relationships, or almost like a squabbling for whose version of the truth is more appropriate. Being heard has been a challenge for you within perhaps a family dynamic or a professional dynamic where you are so taken for granted as one who hunkers down and does the work, that you are not being allowed, or you don't feel that you have the permission to contribute to the solutions that you can offer for yourself. And as a result of that, you have retreated, and you are ultimately grateful for these difficult, challenging experiences, relationships, because they have gifted you with a sense of gratitude, understanding better who you are and what you're made of in order to have survived these challenges, but also grateful that you are where you need to be, that this recovery period has allowed you to give new energy, appreciation, care for aspects of your life, your body, your experience that you may not have taken for granted, but you appreciate them in a much deeper way than in the past. This is a general reading, so it isn't going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. I appreciate all of you new and familiar, and for the time that you're taking with me today. So for your present, I pulled from the Soul's Journey the Balance card. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I believe this is characterizing the alignment of your recovery. This is one of the themes that has emerged for you out of your recovery. You're in a perfect position. You are so empowered to balance out your life, take responsibility for your reality, create that reality as you desire it, as it benefits you, but you don't judge others who you may have felt blocked you or criticized you or judged you for whatever actions you feel it's necessary for you to take. Perhaps for even the quality of your life, the lack of material comforts, the lack of ambition, for instance. These are some examples of the way in which you may be judged by others who see your desire to be comfortable in your own skin, to valorize your home and your domestic environment as a place of joy, comfort, and peace for you, and that are critical of that think that that's not enough, and as a result of that, minimize who you are or denigrate who you are. You are understanding that your joy and abundance can be completely self-created. Certainly, and by self-created, I mean you and your loved ones, you and your significant others who share a thematic alignment with some kind of peace, joy, comfort, security in the world. This card is clarified by the Nine of Wands. So this, what I feel, is a struggle that you have been engaged in for a while, has been going on for a long, long time. And this card is showing me that you've never really been any different than you are now. No matter how long this has gone on, no matter where you are in your life, that you have always thrown your true energy into this relationship, this community, this organization or effort, or this family dynamic. You have tried and tried to be your positive self in addressing this and listening to others and being present to iron out or placate others who may share your goals, you believe. But actually, you're understanding that your goals are unique to you. You may not, in fact, share a lot of the goals with this community that you have been working with or for so long, that you have put everything in it almost naively. There's sort of a Sagittarian energy that's coming through here of just being naively honest at every step along the way. It doesn't mean that you aren't strategic or that you don't know when to dial down the blatant truth, but you are aware there's a kind of moral superiority, I believe, that others may sense from you. It's not something that you're authentically giving off. It's your natural honesty and faithfulness to who you are, your natural ability to recognize help that is needed by others, and your generosity in providing that, even if that is as a sounding board to others. But others may perceive you as righteous in some way that makes them feel bad for their lack of positive or sort of global well-being consciousness, lack of universality, which comes naturally to you. You see no difference between people in that way. Everyone needs to be loved, to be heard, to be cared for, to be tended to be seen in some way. In the past, I have chosen a wild elemental card, the hummingbird, as describing some of the qualities that you're looking to modify at this particular time. So you are looking, perhaps for some of you that may be aware of what was going on for you during the full moon in Pisces, which I believe was in early September of last year. Forgive the noise. And this is something that I will read to you a little bit more about. Ability to heal by using light. Endurance over long journeys. ability to fly into small spaces, to heal. Joy, happiness, love. I right away got an image of you in a fetal position. And the reason this strikes me as I believe the ability to heal is something that has become a routine feature in your life. There's some practice that you do, there's some way that you seek uh, physical support. There's a practice, a healing practice that you utilize in a way that helps you to recover from the unceasing demands of others because of your profound compassion. I will read the rest of this. When Hummingbird is darting into your life, he's bringing the message to bring more joy into your life, even though you may be caught up in the drama and the chaos that is surrounding you. Make time to get away from it all and play. You can find the time to do the things that make you happy. Try not to bring your worries into the play dates with yourself. You can believe that the end of the drama is right around the corner. You have a hand in manifesting your own happiness, love, and joy. Move forward onto this path. I think you're almost here. I think this is something you have been experiencing for some time, but something about your renewal, the return of your energy is helping you experience and appreciate this place that you're at now. And because of the strong lunar eclipse cycle that we have been experiencing, I think that your ruling planet being the moon, are very much attuned to the validation that your emotions provide for you, the heightened intuitive abilities like a radar, like an antenna, almost scanning your world for any discord that you can simply apply your light and love of understanding, your compassion to, in order to dissipate that energy. The hummingbird is clarified by the Ace of Swords, and this is about the truth, of course, the truth that leads to justice, the truth that leads to your recognizing what you have already earned, what you're deserving of, particularly when it comes to peace, when it comes to justice. In many ways, I see many of you thinking you just want these people to leave you alone. You don't care about justice. You just want peace. But actually, the truth leads to a greater understanding of what you are deserving of in this situation and others like it. Being who you truly are allows you to detach yourself from some of the powerful experiences, emotions that you have experienced, and inclines to support you towards a sense of fairness, fair treatment, justice, equity in a situation where you have long abandoned any hope of any such thing. I do think that this truth in the long run, ironically, begins to unify you and a community or those relationships that have become alienated. And that this is actually elevating those relations through your own work, your own alignment with peace, with letting go. This is a lesson you're teaching others who have been caught up in the drama for a very long time. In the future, I pulled for you the lepidolite, and this is over the throat chakra. So this is the stories we tell ourselves, the thoughts we have, the way we communicate, and this is very much in alignment with Mercury, which is about how you're sharing your ideas with others. And the key word here is signs. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. That's interesting. I wonder what kinds of signs you are seeing, Cancer. And this is clarified by the Ten of Swords. So I feel like this victory, this balance, this truth that you are experiencing is at the tail end of a lot of soul searching, a lot of loss. There's even some important figures in your life that you have lost who you believed were authority, certainly caregivers for you. And you've really released a lot of the expectations of others that emanate from family values, I would say. You are in a place where you have nothing left to lose in terms of stepping up and speaking for your beliefs, your thoughts, your ideas. And as a result of that, it takes the sting out of it for you. This is easily delivered, something that would have been incredibly intimidating and difficult for you to do in the past. You automatically deliver your truth in a way that no longer clutches at your gut, no longer produces sweats, no longer makes you brace for how someone's going to react violently, in parentheses. Instead, you realize that this is simply an old story that no longer guides your actions or thoughts anymore. This is no longer defining your ambition, the very ambition that others have judged you for not having. Your aspirations lie elsewhere, and you're really cleared the space to reflect those, to articulate those, to present those or represent those to others. This is the end of your reading. If you've enjoyed it, check out the content here. And until next time, Cancer, namaste.